It's time to reopen the toy box. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 behind-the-scenes facts about Toy Story 4. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at everything we know about this much-anticipated Pixar release.
Woody, I have a question. Well, actually not just one, I have all the questions.
Number 10. There were many different options for the cold open. Fans may be eager to find out as soon as possible what's been going on with their favorite toys.
Oh, not again.
Oh, come on, Slink, gather everyone up.
We are gathered, Woody.
But Toy Story 4 actually kicks off with a cold open that's set as a prologue.
Where is he?
There. How do we reach him?
Operation Pool Toy.
In it, we see an event occur 9 years previously, where the gang is on an urgent mission to save our sea car. But director Josh Cooley revealed to Entertainment Tonight that there were actually lots of options being bandied around for this opening scene, including a fantasy playtime session that he described as similar to a zombie musical. Can we see that deleted footage, please? Number 9. The rain is high-tech. So that opening scene we mentioned? It takes place in the midst of an epic thunderstorm, which is kind of a big deal if you know anything about animation technology. That's because rain is incredibly hard to create, and in the past had been something that the creators of the Toy Story films had to avoid because it wasn't possible to make the rain interact with any other object in the scene. But 24 years after the first film was released, there have been a lot of advancements in technology, and the team was able to show some of them off in this cold open. Number 8. There's a reason Gabby is a redhead. In Toy Story 4, we're introduced to a brand new character, a creepy doll named Gabby, voiced by the inimitable Christina Hendricks.
Although, sometimes when people get what they want, they realize how limited their goals were.
The actress is known for her bright red locks, but it turns out that's not why Gabby has red hair.
We were just out for my early morning stroll, and look, we met you. My name is Gabby.
That's apparently because blonde hair is much more difficult to render, due to the extremely light hue that causes light to refract off of it. So while the red hair may actually suit her, it was a decision made to save the creators lots of time and money, and not a creative one.
Are you two lost?
Lost? No.
Number 7. One setting was inspired by Alcatraz. In this new installment, fans get to visit 2 new incredible settings with all the characters they know and love. The first is a carnival, and the next is an antique store. Interestingly, this pairing of locations was reportedly inspired by an unlikely source, Alcatraz prison in San Francisco. Producer Jonas Rivera said, while he was on a tour of the prison, he was told a story about how the prisoners could hear revelers enjoying themselves in the city while they were stuck in cells. He used this imagery to conceive of toys being stuck in an antique shop who could hear the fun of a carnival taking place just outside. Number 6. Key and Peele recorded their scenes 4 years ago.
They're making another Toy Story movie.
No! I thought those movies were done, dog. They made 3 movies.
They did make 3 movies. This is number 4.
Oh, shoot! Come on! I love the Toy Story, dog.
Toy Story is my jam.
Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele were originally known for their sketch comedy. But during the late 2010s, Jordan Peele has made a name for himself crafting modern horror flicks like Get Out and Us. Long before that, though, the comedic duo was tapped to play 2 animated characters in Toy Story 4. Stuffed animals from the carnival named Ducky and Bunny.
How you like that, cheetah? Oh, to infinity and my foot! Boom! In the vacuum of space, they cannot hear you scream!
It's being reported that they actually recorded the majority of their parts several years ago, so we're sure it'll be a fun experience for them to see the final product after all this time.
Is that how we look on the inside? There's so much fluff.
Number 5. Don Rickles will appear in the film.
Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine. What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
Actor Don Rickles, who famously voiced the part of Mr. Potato Head, sadly passed away in 2017 at the age of 90. But with a little movie magic, he will actually continue to voice the role in Toy Story 4, despite not having recorded scenes before his death.
He did go to kindergarten.
I knew it.
You're
trying to get Bonnie in trouble.
No.
He had actually agreed to take part in the film, and his family encouraged the filmmakers to find a way to make it happen. They went through all of his previous work and grabbed the audio files that were able to fit into the story.
Buzz, Bo, Rex, Potato Head.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Number 4. There are a lot of Easter eggs in the antique shop. The people at Pixar love throwing Easter eggs into their films as a nod to eagle-eyed fans, like us, who are looking out for them. It looks like we can expect to see a ton of them in this latest release, with one setting in particular that is rife with them. The director reportedly has 10 pages of notes on where all of the Easter eggs can be found in the movie. As you would imagine, the antique shop featured in the film is filled with objects, apparently more than 10,000 of them, and fans will recognize lots of them from other Pixar movies. It can take weeks to create a single item, so it should come as no surprise that crafting the antique shop alone took almost 2 years. Number 3. Bo had a team making sure her character was progressive. Toy Story 4 is being released in 2019, and it's safe to say that the social and political climate has changed a bit since the last film hit theaters in 2010.
There's plenty of kids out there. Sometimes change can be good.
You can't teach this old toy new tricks.
You'd be surprised.
So when the people at Pixar were charged with creating the changed character of Bo Peep for the new movie, they took inspiration from some badass ladies, both real and fictional, like Rey from Star Wars, the bride from Kill Bill, and even gymnast Aly Raisman. There was also allegedly a team in charge of ensuring that the character felt fresh and modern, and didn't fall prey to the stereotypes of women in adventure movies.
Oh, what are you doing here?
No time to explain. Come with me.
We need to get back to our kid.
Aw, Sheriff Woody, always coming to the rescue.
Number 2. The gang will look a little worse for wear. Toy Story 4 only takes place a few months after the events of Toy Story 3, even though it's being released 9 years later.
Vacation! You need help with that?
No, I got it.
For the most part, the characters that we know and love will look just how we remember them, but the animation team made an effort to add a little wear and tear to their outfits, including scuff marks on Buzz's suit and fraying fabric on Woody's shirt. You'll also notice some tiny cracks in the porcelain of Bo's skin. In fact, having everything look realistically imperfect was important for the design team, and you'll see evidence of that in every setting of the film. The people at Pixar are wizards who never fail to make me cry. Here are some awesome facts before our number 1, which, spoiler, is not that somebody poisoned the water hole.
We can't stay.
Yes, you can, boys.
Woody, behind you!
Who's a Canuck with all the luck?
Now you can bring home Duke Kaboom.
Who's the most spectacular daredevil Canada has ever seen?
Every year I asked my parents for one of these Charlie McCarthy ventriloquist dolls, and they never got it for me because they thought I was a weirdo.
Bonnie needs Forky.
Woody, who needs a kid's room when you can have all of this?
Wow. Woody, aren't we going to Bonnie?
Bo, Forky, come on. Bo?
Hi there. My name is Gabby.
We can't stay.
Yes, you can, boys.
Number 1. The focus of the film changed. When it was initially conceived, Toy Story 4 was set to be something of a love story between Woody and Bo Peep.
What do you say I get someone else to watch the sheep tonight?
Hell yeah.
Remember, I'm just a couple of blocks away.
Over the years, though, the focus of the story changed significantly, and while that romance will still be present, it won't be the driving force of the film.
You've handled this lost toy life better than I could.
Open your eyes, Woody.
The movie's director said, quote, "I kind of think like Raiders of the Lost Ark isn't a love story, but it has that great romantic element in it."
So what are you doing here in Nepal?
I need one of the pieces your father collected.
I learned to hate you in the last 10 years.
In the years leading up to its release, the movie was labeled by some as a romantic comedy, and the people behind it definitely want to leave that term behind.
Bo, what are you doing here?
No time to explain. Come with me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.